Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
listen, we got some things to get into this evening. First thing you should know is, baby, this is the tap in. The day we get ready to tap into some movies. You like the tapping is so diverse. We could be tapping into music, we could tap into movies, we can tap into so many things. So that's why we call it the tapping. And usually, generally, what we like to do is reflect on where we were, what we did, what was going on at the time that the said event or artist or movie or music or whatever it is that we decide to talk about on this happen. It's a reflection. It's where we come to reflect. So that's that. A couple of things on my agenda today. Today, this tapping is special because we are doing a reverse final exam. Usually Doc gives the final exam, but today I'm giving the final exam. I'm writing. I'm probably not going to be as good as he is, but I'm going to try. So I'm trying my best. Couple of things we need to get out of the way. Join the conversation. Drop a comment. Call in. Text. The number is 443-850-4828. 443-850-4828. I will put that back on the screen in a minute. And you can ask me to drop a comment, and ask me to drop the link. I said a comment. You can ask me to drop the link, and I will, as long as you're on your best behavior. We don't want none of this shenanigans over here. If by chance you come with the shenanigans, I will block you and I will read you for filth because it's what I like to do. I will not be accepting phone calls until after 10 o'clock, though, because I feel like that's the best time to do it. Plus, I don't have to tell you to watch your mouth as much. If you would like to come on the show, if you would like to submit your freestyle for Thorough Thursday freestyle competition, if you have a suggestion, if you want to reach out to us for sponsorship or advertisement situations, we have something coming up for that as well. Hit us up, contact at ambitiouslyent.com, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. And always, always, always remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription listen, it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, so that's that. So I guess while we're waiting on Doc to get in here, let me see if there's anything. Okay. No. Nothing else that I want to say just yet. I got some things to say though. But yeah. Let me play this real quick while we're getting ourselves together really, really quickly. Well, it's two things I want to play. Okay, so make sure you are here on February the 4th at 9:30 p.m. We will be sitting down. Hold on, I'm going to put that up on the screen again. We will be sitting down with authentic John Brown. I said John Doe. I don't know why I said John Brown, but authentic John Doe. I'm going to, just because I messed it up, authentic John Doe. We're going to sit down and talk to him about the music that he has, the projects that he's working on. He has a lot going on, so we'll talk to him, and I'll get into that a little bit later. My boo Doc just joined the building. I see you, Bookie, boop. And one more thing I want to play before I bring Doc in really, really quickly. All right, so and make sure that you tune into the radio station. It's a variety of the music. Yes, Doc, 24/7. Any mixes that you have heard partial on this podcast, the full mixes playing on that station. You can catch shows that we've done in the past on that station. I'll let you know what the date will be for the first live show, but I will be doing live shows on that station as well. So much more freedom. And also we can play so much more music because we have a license over there. So yes, we doing our thing. Also, we'll have Rukazi on there as well as 3 other new DJs that you haven't heard from before. They'll be working the circuit as well. Big shout out to Majestic Radio, my partners in this radio station endeavor. And I appreciate them for that. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, speaking of majestic behavior, one time for the one time. I'll be right back.
So alive. Every time I'm with you, it's a vibe. Okay, where we end up, let's just ride. Ain't no pressure when you're by my side. Can't describe.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, baby. All right, so I'm about to bring my bookie boo. Let me put this on the screen before I bring him up in the building. I'm about to bring my boo Doc in the building. That is my Brazilian man who is not Brazilian. He's totally black. He is the professor. Although we're switching roles today, I'm the professor today. It's weird. I don't even know how to feel about it, but let me bring him in real quick. Let's go, Doc. Hi, honey.
Hey, Ken, hey, what's up? What's the deal?
Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous today. This feels weird to me because we're reversing the roles today. Like normally you're the professor. Now I have to be the professor. And it's not normal. I tell you, it's not normal. So yeah, I'm a little nervous.
You said I tell you. Are you Popeye? I tell you.
It's not normal, I tell you. That was one of my favorite cartoons, by the way, when I was a kid.
Okay.
And my mother used to put that on and had no problems with me eating my spinach. It was a combination. It was supposed to go together. You give me some spinach, you turn on Popeye, girl is ready to go. And I felt like I got muscles now, but back then I was strong.
Super strong. You were strong as hell.
I was strong.
Okay, cool.
I was like, Mommy, I need some spinach. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to make spinach. So,
interesting, but all right.
So this edition of the Tap In, for a couple, I don't know how long this is going to go. We're going to go back to music, but this particular, we're in the movie zone. And then the final exam, we will get back to the music. But it was something fun for us to do, switch up real quick, and go to something other than just music.
Exactly.
So that's why we decided to go, move over to the movie zone. So I'm about to go in the bag.
Hey, New Year. Please like, subscribe, tap in. Kat got big stuff going on. She said merch on January 27th. January 27th. Ambitiously Radio 24/7. Also, Lucky Seven's in this, but
listen, girl is working over here. I'm working. I'm trying to put it together. But one thing I love about the radio station is that there's no filter over there. We can do what we want to do, and we have our license with the FCC. Like we can play whatever we want to play. Nobody's gonna mute it down. Take some stuff out. Nobody's gonna block my whatever I play over there. It's just what it is. So yeah, we get to play.
Look, you get free reign, do what you want to do, right?
I do. And also join our coffee community, coffee. I'll put that on the screen a little bit later, but coffee.com/ambitiouslyent. Anything that has to do with what we got going over here from this day forward is ambitiously ENT. You better know it.
.com.
.com. I can put that on the screen real quick. I'm confident about it. And also, if by chance you're watching this podcast, every single one that we do from now on will be going and streaming live on the website as well. So just so you know. So there's no excuse at this point for you not to catch this podcast. because it's streaming on the website as well. And the radio station is also on the website. So yeah, that's that. And the website is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and www.ambitiouslyent.com. You heard me. So Doc, I pulled one out. And this one I pulled out is special to me because I have my certain particular favorite movies.
Okay.
I did not throw, so small disclaimer, I did not throw Star Wars in there because I felt like that was just overkill.
It is not to the level you think it is, because I know, but I'm more of a Star.
I might throw it in there later. And the beautiful thing about throwing Star Wars in there is that there are so many different levels of Star Wars. One is that we got the originals, 4 through 6, and then we got 1 through 3, and then we got because that's the order in which it goes. So if you're wondering why I said it that way, because that's the way it's supposed to go.
But that is an issue that I have. But continue. I'm sorry.
It's not it was genius if you think about it, but Lucas was on one. He was on one. He knew what he was doing when he did that. And then I like he made MFers wait. You notice how I
know. I will let you know.
Prettied up my cuss word real quick. He made MFers wait a long time for 1, 2, and 3. And I love that. The anticipation was there. I went to the movie theater to see 1. I went to the movie theater to see 3, and I went to 2 and 3. I went to the movie theater to see 1 through 6. Actually, this was just my life. So it is what it is. I had an awesome mom. She was like, "We're just gonna go." She wasn't awesome when she made me go see The Exorcist, and she wasn't awesome when she made me watch it. But whatever.
Those are my favorite movies.
They weren't my favorite movies as a child. You just imagine being, let's just say, from the ages 4. But we didn't have the same parents. That's the difference. So imagine being from the age of 4 up until the age of 12, and nothing. You didn't have a choice about what you watched. You're just gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And every time they put something on, I would cry like a big ass baby. And it did it for me. And I don't like clowns to this day because of them. And the killer clowns from where they was from, Mars.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah,
they
messed it up for me. They messed my whole childhood up for me.
Everything floats down here.
Listen, I ain't got time to be floating. I'm gonna pop that
scary movies.
Oh, I almost cussed. I'm gonna pop that damn red balloon. No. And here's the thing: the one of yesteryear was way scarier than the one of today. I watched the one of today the new one, the new It.
Yeah, that was scarier.
That wasn't scary at all.
The older one.
The old one was scary as hell.
It wasn't scary.
It was scary to me. I was a little girl watching a movie I ain't had no business watching. It was scary to me.
A little boy watching the movie.
You were a little boy.
What's the difference?
Emphasis on boy. It's different.
Little brother. He said everything flows down here. Remember they made a little paper thing, the paper boat?
We are not. No, we are not the same. I was not supposed to be looking at that. I was still playing with baby dolls.
My light ain't lighting like I wanted to.
Yeah, I was still playing with baby dolls. We are not the same. So yeah, that movie. I don't like clowns to this day. I don't go to circuses. I see a clown, I'ma fight it. I just don't play with clowns. Anyway, and I'm not gonna run. I'm scared. No, I'm squaring up and we fighting.
Hey.
I don't do no running. My mama ain't raised no punk. It's just I just don't rock with clowns. So if I see one, know that clown is getting punched in his face. And then I apologize for it later.
I ain't arguing.
All right. So, but the movie that we pulled out the bag, it was not it. I just wanted to speak on it because that movie, I don't like clowns to this day. So the movie I pulled out the bag though was Goodfellas.
Oh, the mafia classic Goodfellas. Okay. You want to go first? Ladies first?
Henry Hill, freaking. It's a plethora. Polly, all the Pollies. Shout out to all the Pollies because it was a lot of them dudes. Everybody's name was Polly. Except for Henry.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Uh-huh.
Did you grow up around a lot of Italian people? Because I didn't, so I don't know.
Well, I had my mom used to, when I was young, my mom used to date an Italian. We call him Papa Pete, and to this day, he loved me to death. Okay. I'm one of those children that he claims. Even still to this day, he's like, I can't believe I got a grandbaby. And I'm like, dude, you know she's fully black, right? Like, you know I'm fully black, right? So, but she dated him. He took good care of us. When I say, and he's from Rhode Island. Okay. And he took good care of my mom. He wanted to marry her, but he was tied into some stuff that a life that she wasn't ready for.
I was about to ask a question.
What's the question? Was he tied in? Yes.
But no, I'm based on stereotypes, because keep in mind, I've never been around full-blown Italian people and their culture for real, let alone up northeast culture. I always did assume, and this is coming back, what's the movie with the girl that I love, the dark-skinned girl, she was a model, East Side Story.
Oh, wait,
no. Remember, he was Italian.
You talking about Colodero? No, you talking
Zebrahead.
about
Is it Zebrahead?
No, it's not Zebrahead. Stop mentioning the movie so I can give you the right movie.
My bad.
Bronx Tales.
There you go, Bronx Tales. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't because you was doing naming too many, and that's one of my favorite movies. But also, by the way, I love mafia movies. I love anything with the mafia. So yeah, okay. Bronx Tales.
To me, it's an unfortunate stereotype. To me.
Mm-hmm.
But even that stereotype resonates, it is something which in real life, Al Pacino and they got black wives. It's interesting to me. But there's a thing that I'm like, do Italian men just like black women? But then I think about, go back to a little hip hop. Never forget, Wycliffe said Haitian Sicilians, because Haitians was connected to French people. And then is there some carryover to that? Look, I'm doing what you do, connecting the dots.
Gotta connect the dots. Oh,
so sorry. If your mother was with this gentleman was super committed, I'm like, interesting. I've never experienced that, don't know about it. I've never been around Italian people like that. But I don't know.
Let me break down how that scenario happened real quick before we get into Goodfellas. That's one of my favorite movies. Yes, originally, I was born in North Carolina. I've not been secretive about that. I was born in North Carolina. My mom met my dad when she was 16. They were married. Well, when she was 16, she moved to Texas. She moved back to North Carolina. They were together. He was in the military. They were together. They broke up. But where we're from in North Carolina, it's a big military town. It's called Camp Lejeune. If you've heard of it, you're familiar. So that's where I was born. I was born on the naval base on Camp Lejeune. You know about the water case thing. So I was born on that base in 1979, right? My mom and my dad, of course, they broke up. He moved on. He was stationed a couple of places. He wound up being back in North Carolina in Camp Lejeune eventually. But in the melee of them breaking up and getting a divorce, my mom started dating. And one of the people that she originally started dating, his name was Pete. We call him Papa Pete, like I said. I don't know if because all of his sons at this point are all Italian. Mm-hmm. He don't have but he loved my mom. And like I said, like our first TV, and we had that TV for a long ass time, was a Sony, you know, the click, 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 click. The ones you got clicker.
All the dials. Okay, I got you.
We had that TV for a long. We had that TV so long. We had it from 1980, I want to say 83, until we moved to Baltimore in 1989. Not actually.
Was it the big box TV that sat on the ground, but it looked like nice wood furniture?
It was small. It wasn't huge. It was it was a nice, but that's the first TV that he purchased for her. We had these lion heads. These lion statues, they still actually sit on my aunt's porch in North Carolina till this day because we had to leave a lot of stuff when we moved up here.
Yeah.
And she gave them to my aunt, and my aunt uses them as lawn decoration now. So like Papa Pete was good to us. He took care of my mother, but here's the thing. One is his parents were totally racist, full of Italian people. And they weren't that concept of race mixing. You know, you got to remember what era they came from. They weren't big on this. And we talk about this is the 80s, so they weren't big on that. He wanted to marry her, but his father and his mother were very racist, and that affected her because you're talking about somebody who was born and raised in North Carolina. And then two, like I say, he was tied into some things. He got arrested when he was in the military. That's how they met, by the way.
That don't change it, but
he was in the Marines, but he was also tied into some things. He got arrested for those said things. I'm not going to mention what they were, but he got arrested for some things. She didn't want to be tied into it, so they broke up. But many, many years later, actually, after I became a mom, he reached back out to us via social media. I can find him. He can find us. He knows about my daughter. Like I said, I'm probably the only fully black chick in the world that he will claim. And tells me I'm beautiful all the time. But yeah, big shout out to Papa Pete. Let me put him on. Big shout out to Papa Pete. Because he spoiled me too. I loved him. I did.
We don't know where the spoiled money came from, but all right, cool. Good fellas.
None of my business. I was a kid.
All right, look, plausible deniability.
That's not what I'm supposed to know. Rock said salute. Listen,
hey, salute to the Rock. That's my guy, though.
You know the old saying, if I don't see it, I can't bear witness to it.
I call it out of sight, out of mind. But all right, fine.
Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. Everybody changes the way the terminology go, but it all means the same thing.
Right. If you knew, you knew.
I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. Nothing. I don't know nothing. But let's just say my mother wasn't cool with the lifestyle. After a while, it became too much for her. And so they broke up. And they broke up in 1984.
You know that, but you don't know. But anyway, let's get into Goodfellas.
I ain't supposed to know that. I was a kid. I know when he was gone. I know when he was gone and he wasn't there no more, and I wasn't being pampered like a pretty. Well, I've always been pampered, but the point is, I know that he wasn't doing it no more. So, yeah, I knew that part. I don't know nothing about what he had going on. It's not none of my business. I know that part.
Goodfellas, ladies first. Go ahead.
One of my favorite movies of all times. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of intricate parts of that movie, but it's based on a true story. Based, because you're not like people. Well, it wasn't. No, it was based on a true story. Hollywood always has to tweak and embellish a little bit, but it was based on a true story. For the most part, though, the story was real. Like the story was real. Henry told it. He told it a million times. Other people who were associated with that particular family have spoken out on what happened. So a lot of the things that happened in that movie were true, but it, like I said, Hollywood, and it's Scorsese, so Hollywood, you know what I mean, they gotta embellish a little bit, and it was a monster budget behind this movie. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta.
Oh yes, great actor.
Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. If you don't know, Ray Liotta played Henry Hill. I think he did a stellar job, as playing a dim-witted idiot, but smart criminal type of character. Then we had Bobby. Hi, baby. I've always loved Robert De Niro. I'm always going to call him Bobby. Y'all can call him Robert if you want to. His name is Bobby to me. And yes, he did marry a black woman. And yes, he does have black children.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought that he did a stellar job, but he always give you like that tough ass dude. Like on the low, if you didn't know he was an actor, you could probably be on the low scared of Robert De Niro. Like Taxi. It was a taxi driver.
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me?
He's always giving me that vibe. Even now, as an older actor, he still give me that vibe that I need.
The last movie I saw him in recently, but I know it was a movie. Actually, sadly,
one on Netflix.
It was Meet the with Adam, not Adam Sandler, the other comedian dude.
Oh, you talking about Ben whatever.
Ben something.
Whatever his name, his family is synonymous in the comedy world. That's not the last movie I saw with him in it. Actually, the last movie I saw with him in it had did it have Joe Pesci in it? It was a few greats in that movie. Even it was Robert De Niro. It was Al Pacino was in there. It was about the mob though. And it's a long ass movie, but if you watch it, it's based upon a book too. If you watch it, it gives a lot of intricate, and it ties into a lot of things that happen within those times within the mob. But he wasn't a mob boss. The people he worked for were in charge. And he was like a hitman. And he was tied into the union that Hoffa got.
Jimmy Hoffa, all right.
Off behind. He was tied into. So that's the last movie that I saw with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in it. But it's one movie that I love that Robert De Niro was in, and it's called The Family. It's funny, but it's mob based. It's real, and a lot of people haven't seen this movie, but Michelle Pfeiffer was in it as his wife, and then they had 2 kids, and they had to keep moving from town to town because the mafia was looking for them because he had flipped and became a rat. So the mob was looking for them, and so the FBI keep moving them from country to country, trying to keep them out of sight of the mob. But no matter where they go, they still do mob shit, like blow up grocery stores. And like,
wait, hold up. If you in protective custody, why you still acting the ass?
Huh?
If they in protective custody, why they still doing this?
Because the mob is in them. You can take the people out the mob, but you can't take the mob out the people.
All right.
Same about taking people out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the people. I saw an example of that the other day, literally across the street from my house. So he couldn't stop being what he was. He was that his whole life. It's just that he got in trouble and he was trying to hide because they was trying to kill him and his family. And so, But everywhere they went, because they were American, people kept trying to try him or doing stuff and playing with him and stuff. And so stuff had to go down. But that's one of my favorite movies. But as far as Goodfellas, so then we got, oh man, that movie it gave you an insight of how the mob can be. Like extortion, like you don't got another penny.
Yeah.
Light it and you blow it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of intricate parts, but a lot of truth. Like that whole story about them going to Florida and getting that boat, it was, you know what I mean? It was a lot. It was a lot. Getting that restaurant, that really happened. It's a lot of real, even down to that come up later, but I love a story that holds a lot of truth in it. His drug habit, Henry Hill, that's true. What he went through with his wife, her pointing a gun at him because he was cheating on her with the other chick, that was real. Like, it's a lot of truth in that movie.
Okay.
So, yeah, I love one of my favorite movies. I have it on DVD, even though I can watch it in the computer I'm actually on right now. But this is the only computer I have. But it's one of the best computers I have. But the only computer I have right now currently with a DVD on it. My ROM on it. I think I might watch it just for old time's sake. Just to...
You really going down your memory lane right now.
Only Mafia.
All right, so
I might watch it. I love anything.
If I can talk, Mafia movies was never the biggest thing to me. I'm sorry, it never was. Interesting stories, but I reside on a different angle. Culturally, I'm like, I get it, but y'all took this from what y'all did to your own people back in your country, and y'all moved it over here. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. But and then the only thing, and keep in mind, I've seen Goodfellas and The Godfather and all that stuff. Culturally, to me, I'm like, I get what they're doing and it makes sense, but the movie didn't move me the same way because I'm like, wait. But there's a part that I kind of do get.
Right.
If you not, and I'm reverting back to kind of hip hop a little bit, when Beanie Sigel made State Property, you either get down, you lay down. To me, that's how mafia movies was before I understood that term, how it meant.
And I will say this, as far as hip hop is concerned, there's a lot of mafia influence within the culture. So let's not play with it.
I will be serious. Yes.
And another thing, why I have a major fetish for things that are mafia involved. I do. I have a fetish for it. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
Is order. It's about order because there are certain rules and laws that were applied that are not applied. They live in lawless right now. Innocent people weren't involved in that shit. It was people who were tied into whatever the fuck they had going on. And no innocent bystander, no regular people until John Gotti came along. But before that, it's like whatever is based within the organization. You couldn't go hit a boss without permission from other bosses. Everybody had to down the commission.
Rules, laws are laws, and agreements are agreements. I agree with you on that.
And one thing John Gotti said when they locked his behind, I was going to say black, but yeah, and by the way, yes, Italian people have African descent. But one thing that he said before he was fully locked up and then died is the one thing y'all gonna miss about the old ways is order. Because even within
I've seen the documentary. I'm sorry.
Within that culture, and then even outside that culture, because people were afraid of the mafia, they kept order. It wasn't they were doing it to their people; they were doing it to the people who were a part of that culture. No innocent people were involved in that, and like I said, until the latter days, but pretty much it was left in like they were putting hits on each other families. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, all right, I'm just go kill my Italian people. That's not how that went. That's not how. Now extortion. Extortion. Yeah, they extorted a lot of people. I don't care what color you was. You got extorted. You got extorted. But who don't do that? Even black people do that. Well,
that's what I'm trying to say about, let alone if we talk about the movie. Keep in mind, the way I perceive the movies was the movies. But yes, it did build in my stereotypes about certain things. And there are certain things about the stereotype that get built in. I'm like, but yes, the thing that you say that me and you both kind of agree on is rules and regulations. I have no issues with that. That's true fact. Boom. But then it's like, they doing it to your own people. The only thing that got weird is certain movies that became after that is like, and the one thing that keep out in my head, and I was trying to stay away from, but I have to say it. The Wire to me was a very interesting thing too, and that was in Baltimore. No, I'm not The Wire. I'm sorry. No, The Wire kind of played a part in it, but I'm thinking about Sopranos.
But that all goes because it was all at HBO. But even with The Wire, because what a lot of people don't know about Baltimore, the Italian ways were heavy here. Those docks were ran by the docks that we have right now. The port. I'm telling y'all, this is a port city. The Italians were.
I told you the story why. Well, I don't know if you remember the time, but when I say I don't give money to poor people, because this happened to me in Inner Harbor. But before that, there's another story.
You know what happened, but go ahead. Go ahead. Because I can imagine the story.
The other story is, and this is I don't really know what the Inner Harbor looks like now. I haven't been there in years. But it was someplace a couple of blocks away from the Inner Harbor. I'm still in the military. I'm visiting people. Hey, boom, boom, boom. We just walk it. Hey, let's go eat something to eat. We walked to a place, and I can tell, like, it wasn't racist, but it was like, why did you walk into here?
Oh, they was racist.
That's all. I'm like, interesting.
You know what? For us to be a majority black city,
there's pockets.
We got KKK like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not as prevalent here as everybody else. But if you went in Little Italy,
where's Little Italy from the Inner Harbor? By the way,
not far, not like walking distance around the corner.
So, do you think I must have been in that area somewhere? I know I walked into the place. It wasn't like you.
And not only did
like
you,
where a thing that you came in. It's like, why are you here though?
Exactly, because not only because what I'm explaining about. Baltimore, majority black city, but we do have Greeks, we have Italians, we have Irish, we have some of everything, Jews, we have Asians, we're a diverse city, right? But there are certain areas that you walk into, and especially if you're black and you look like a tourist. I
probably look like a tourist.
You look like a tourist. You don't look like you from here, and you don't talk like you from here, and you don't act like you from here. So they knew what it was because they could tell. We read people very well when you come into the city. We know what a tourist look like, and we know what a native.
I remember it wasn't far from the Inner Harbor, but me and my friends went to eat. We all military, and it was more of a mixed, diverse group, not heavy diverse, more like just brown people, as in blacks and Hispanics. Hey, it tell you right. Oh, you want lasagna? You lasagna?
Little Italy.
Walked in. It was kind of like, but see, I'm from the South, so I can catch a vibe. But it wasn't the same vibe. I know, like down south, I can walk in this place like to be the hard ER, like you're not supposed to be here. It was not like hard ER. It was just like, why'd you walk into here? And my ear like, I want Italian food.
Where are you from? You're not from here.
And that might have been the saving grace that I had.
And the dudes walking up here act different if they from here. It's a whole bunch of mitigating factors about what happened to you while you were here. But none of that you saw is the same now. Trust me. It's a whole different world down there. Gentrification.
Better or worse?
The behavior has always been the same. I tell people all the time, when people cry and bitch and complain about the stuff that's going on, the squeegee kids, they've been here forever. And the argument that they having about these squeegee kids is the same argument they had in the 80s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the same argument, but they act like it's brand new. This has always been a bang bang town from the 1600s. This has always been a bang bang town. People have always been shooting here. Again, I said this before, I'm gonna say this again. The Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, was written here. What was going on at the time that they wrote that anthem? It was a war going on outside, and wasn't no man safe from it. It was a war going on
I like Italian.
The place you just talked about. It was a war going on right there. In 1812, well, it wasn't. It was actually 18. It was a process. It started in 1812 because they sacked Washington D.C. first, but they thought they was coming here, and then they learned the lesson. This always been a bang bang town. We don't play here. So when they talk about the violence and all the stuff that happened, this has been a violent city since the 1800s. Since before the 1800s. Always been. Look what they did to Edgar Allan Poe. They got that poor man drunk.
You brought up Edgar Allan Poe. All right.
Took him to different polls.
I'm going to add some levity real quick. I'm going to add a little bit of levity.
What?
A little bit of levity. Yes. I think Baltimore was the first city that was on the murder capital. I have 3 other cities. St. Louis, Detroit, Chicago, and
I'm not even talking about murder because people get hurt every day, but they don't necessarily die here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's always been a bang bang city. It's never been, and it's crazy that the cities that the crazy stuff happened in had a great fire. Chicago had one too.
That's true.
We had one.
Also key part. All the cities I named, they are super multicultural too, by the way.
Same thing. Those are the cities that have always been bang bang cities. And I ain't saying the word that I want to say, but they always been bang bang cities. So we keep the same thing over and over and over again. But for decade, for centuries, it's always been that. So how you change?
Look, but between y'all and DC, that happened before. People were really keeping the statistics, though. Hey,
nah, Baltimore statistics always been Baltimore statistics. That's why I'm sorry. I'm going to speak the truth and I'm going to say what it is. Go on IG. It's anybody on IG. Go to this page, right? And I'm going to tell then you'll know that I'm speaking the truth and I'm not lying to you. It's called Baltimore. Hold on, because I share stuff from them all the time. I just shared something because it was Billie Holiday and I love her.
Billie Holiday, the singer.
Yeah. She's from here.
France. She was the Spy for America, Pretty Woman, Little Finger Waves.
Yeah, she's from here. So we represent her to the fullest, right? Always. You ain't never gonna hear nobody from Baltimore not represent here. But the page is called Baltimore History Channel on IG. Go on that page and then look at all the different clips that they got. This always been that kind of city. So I'd be like, shut up. When I watch the news in the morning and they tell me stuff, I get angry like y'all act like a brand.
You tell the news to shut up.
Yeah, I tell the news to shut up all the time. Unless they talking about the weather or the Ravens or something I want to hear. Yeah, I tell them shut up all the time. Like, all right, shut up. This is one dude on this one channel I watch. His name is Chris Papp. He be going in on the schools. I don't tell him to shut up because I'll be like, yes, Chris. But anyway, Goodfellas though, it embodied everything that I needed to see from a mafia movie. One of my favorites again. A couple of my favorites in this bag, but one of my favorites. I think the trio did an awesome job playing their respective roles.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I still pray for Billy Batts because he shouldn't have been talking his smack the Pesci character. I forgot Pesci character.
Oh, what he said? You think I'm a joke? You think I'm a clown? That's the scene.
He was like, "Now shine my shoes," like the fuck I said. Yeah. And then he stabbed him with the pen. Ah! He went ham. Like, listen, I know that
he became a made man though, and that's the G thing.
He didn't become a made man. He was supposed to become a made man because of what he did to Billy Batts. Him and his brother got killed. I mean, he got killed. They called him in for a meeting and they killed him in the meeting. So he never made it to being a made man, and he was the only one of the three that could be a made man. Because Jimmy was an Irishman. Henry was half Irish and half Italian. So only way you could become a made man is if you're fully Italian. But because he killed Billy Batts, he got murdered. You know what I'm saying? That's how that story went. But it's a lot. Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie.
I don't remember that part, but all right. You are giving me awesome throwbacks to movies I know I've seen, but I can't remember.
You gotta go back and watch it. Samuel L. Jackson was a part of the hit on the Lufthansa heist, and that's a real heist, by the way.
Go ahead.
So the Lufthansa heist, it really happened in real life. They had a connection. They got the keys. They went in. They robbed Lufthansa Airport. They got a lot of money. He was supposed to get rid of the truck, but he didn't. He went to his girlfriend's house, fucked around, fell asleep. The truck was still out on the street. Almost got them niggas caught.
Wait, there's a movie that played that too, where somebody was supposed to get rid of something they didn't. That's why they got caught. It wasn't Belly. It was some other movie that somebody was supposed to get rid of a vehicle, and they kept it to just have a joyride, and that's why everybody got caught.
Yeah, but he didn't joyride. This nigga just forgot to get rid of the truck. He went to his girlfriend's house.
Hey, look, she
So
put it
yeah,
on him.
couple of other people after that heist bought some things that they ain't had no business buying because they were supposed to be laying low at that particular time because it was hot and they was on the news and they was talking about it. One dude bought his wife he bought a new car for his wife and fur coats and all of that stuff. Well, he got ice too. Him and his wife, Morty got hit because he was a part of the heist. Morty and his wife got hit too. No, well, Morty got hit. His wife was going crazy. Karen, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Listen, and then next thing you know, found out, well, Henry act like he didn't know, but he knew what happened. Morty had to go. Him and his toupees. So listen.
You said him and his toupees. See, I need to go back and watch. Look, you keep giving me a list of movies I need to watch that I've already seen. Well, I didn't see the Hendrix one.
Shop. That's how they met up with
But
Morty.
I've seen this movie. I just don't remember all the details that you remember.
Now watch. When you go back, and I said I watched this movie a million times. When you go back, all the shit that I just said to you is going to make you laugh. You're just going to have a chuckle.
I really think about you in my head. Morty, that's super funny to me.
Anybody see Morty? So like, listen, it was Morty. He had to go though, because he was making it hot. Because he was so worried about the money when they was trying to lay low for a second, so they didn't get caught. And he was all, I'm gonna, and so he had to go. Listen,
was
it's a lot of
impress his woman.
Huh?
Was he trying to impress his woman and make sure she was good?
He just wanted, it was greed. He just wanted his money.
Okay.
He wanted his money because he felt like he played a big part in that heist.
Okay.
Which he did, but they couldn't move because it was hot. You can't be doing stuff.
You gotta be quiet and lay the fuck low.
He was getting on Jimmy's nerves, and so Jimmy had to have him hit.
All right. So, in the sake of time, we killed this movie. You killed it because you remember all the details about it. Before we go into love notes, I think we should probably pull one more, and then we'll shift the love notes, and then
we'll get to this final thing. I'm sorry, Goodfellas get me hot. I'm sorry.
Apparently so.
That was my
movie. Look, sorry, I'm the Brazilian man. I'm not the Italian man.
No, you're not my Italian man. I don't have one of. I used to have one, but whatever. Hold on. Used to have one. Back in the day. He broke up with me because I wouldn't give him no nookie.
I don't know what the fuck they say, but
he broke up with me because I wouldn't give him no nookie because it was weird. I had only dated black men at that point, so it was like, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, and I'm shy.
I really go to the movie stuff. I have a whole bunch of other questions that I'm more angled to, like if it's the same thing I assume.
I like my meat well done, and he was like, "What?"
You are saying the things that I was about to ask. Which let's continue with the movie stuff.
It was totally that. That's what it was. All right, the next one we pulled this is crazy. The next one we pulled from the bag was next Friday. We did Friday already, but then there was the next Friday.
Oh, angled to the whole Cat Williams shit.
No, that's Friday after next. Next Friday was just Mike Epps. They had
Oh, you're right. My bad. Debo,
something Rancho
in it,
or wherever.
What you call it from Onyx
with the Mexicans.
Joker, Big Joker, Little Joker. Yeah,
Big Joker, Little. I ain't gonna lie, I found that one a little fun. I like how, because they had to let go of Chris Tucker and that whole genre of what Friday was, I like how they spin it into something totally different. That wasn't one of my favorite ones. The first one is always going to be my favorite, but
first one was classic.
I did like how they tried to keep the storyline from the beginning, but spin it into something different.
Yeah,
but still have like the same essence a little bit.
Yeah. Well, see, the catch is, all right, cool. I think I told you this. I hate when rap videos always end with "to be continued" because technically Friday ended like "to be continued," and it was not to be continued. But they did shift enough to where the story became a different story, and the story was still well enough interesting because I ain't gonna front. Mike Epps, horrible stand-up comedian, by the way, in my opinion, but a good comedic actor.
Right.
Day Day as a character was funny as fuck.
Oh man,
He had to move the Rancho Cucamonga, which is a real place.
Rancho.
He had to move up there.
That's the name I was looking for. There we go, Rancho Cucamonga. I was looking for that.
It's a real place. It's a real place.
It is
well
for real.
People.
Is it a gated? Is it how they had it on the movie?
It's well off, wealthy people that live in this area of California. But generally, if you live in California, you got to have a little bit of money. A 1-bedroom apartment in California is like $2,000.
Or New York. Go ahead.
or that too. But if you get a house like that in Cali, it's going to top at like $4K.
Right.
You don't get a yard. You may have a pool, but it's not a yard. It's just come out the back door, your pool is there, and then your fence is there. That's all it really is.
Right.
But it's a real place. But no, the fact that Uncle Elroy won the lottery, he moved up, spent all his money, Day Day's son, and he gets a little bit of the money. It was a good way that they kind of flipped it.
What was Ray's name? Baby
D. Baby D. Lady of Rage.
Baby D. Yeah.
No, Baby D clowning like she know when all the new snacks coming out, talking about they got these Twinkies.
These the new little doggy snacks. See, it had its moments. I ain't gonna say it's the best of the series, but it had its moments.
The only reason to me it's not the best out of the series because it wasn't as original. The first Friday was extremely original, and also, like I said, I think I told you so before, that it was a representation of California that I had never seen. But in comparison, me living there, it kind of is not really like that, but it's close enough. But being somewhere from the East Coast, let alone down south, that's what you see on TV, but it's always portrayed as super gangster compared to no. Family was not lower income as in poor, but making it, surviving. They had a house, mom worked, dad worked. Son, he kind of fucked up. Sister doing whatever she wants to do. But I still got my homeboys in the neighborhood talking about, you got fired stealing boxes on your day off? But then jump to, somebody in my family got money now. I'm moving up to live with them.
Get out of here because shit done went down with me and Debo and shit, because that played a part in the storyline.
Lay low. You gotta lay low.
Right.
You lay low, you move, but somebody still got an issue with you, so they still trying to get their issue. But you out of there. But they know, your family know, hey, this person back on the streets, your daddy trying to come get you and like, hey, you need to know. But you with your uncle, the crazy, I'm apparently close to being the crazy uncle a little bit. Was you with your uncle, they can just do whatever, he just chilling and shit.
Right.
And you show up, I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. But then your uncle got a son, I don't got no kids, but your uncle got a son and he just wilding, but he got a little money that he's spending, but then he still do old hood stuff, quote unquote.
Then he got his little punk ass job at the record store.
He still had a job though.
He got his little punk ass. But no, he felt like, you know why I say he got his little punk ass job? Because he felt like he was the top nigga in that store. You feel?
Yes. Well, until Pinky show up, but until Pinky show up. No,
and then,
remember
and
he felt he was
funny. That character was funny.
Top, yes, but he was top over Roach. Remember, Roach was the white boy that smoked and skateboard. Yeah. I run out until Pinky show up. He's like, nah, Craig, don't talk to him. No, you can be fired. So you know you're not on the top. But Pinky show up. You trying to rob me? And then pull a gun out. She gets extra weird.
What?
No, the turnaround. If anything you remember about that scene is when he got mad and did the turnaround. Because I'm like, you got to be extra mad to have a gun and turn around on somebody.
Again, I don't think that movie was as funny or original as the first, but I do like how they blended it to make it go with the first.
Ice Cube, DJ Cool, when they wrote that movie, they understood what would work. And all the Fridays are always going to be classic to me. The first one is the OG classic. The other two kind of battle back and forth because I remember scenes from both of them.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had the first one is the one, but if I had to choose between next Friday and Friday after next, I'm gonna go with Friday after next. It was a lot more going on in that movie. A lot more. I like that they had 3 villains because you had to pick and choose which villain you really hated the most.
Wait, the 3? Who's the 3? They had Diva was back again.
No,
they had Terry Crews. I forget his name.
What you call it? What's his name? Used to play football. But his name was Damien in the movie.
Oh, Damien. Terry Crews, Damien.
Terry Crews. There you go. Terry Crews. You had Cat Williams, who was the pimp that treated his girl like
a villain.
And the way Ice Cube made it in his mind, he was a villain.
He was trying to get his girl though.
You can't out tell him what his movies was about. He's the person that made it. In his mind, he said that Cat Williams, Money Mike, was a villain. He treated his girl like shit. You feel me?
That's the reason he was not. He was just trying to get his girl.
He was not only that. How he carried her. Fuck what Ice Cube was trying to do. His character was trying to do. How he treated her, and she was a sweet girl. And she would do what she was, you know what I mean? And he was treating her like shit. But he was
wait, let's give the fact what type of woman she was supposed to be.
Let me ask you a question. What pimp is a good guy?
None.
Right. So he was a villain. Because he was a pimp.
Look, you can.
All right. So then you had.
All right, go ahead.
So you had Damon. You had, and then Santa Claus, and that's crazy that's what they arguing about right now about who was supposed to get that. But the Santa Claus was a villain. He was stealing all everybody's shit.
Yep.
So if you think about it, how
Miss Pearly, was she a villain?
Damon mother.
Yeah.
He might have been the villain, and he might have been the sidekick.
He said he might have Miss Pearly. She didn't have a mustache, but
her son was the sidekick. You know how the Joker had his minions, how the Penguin had his minions. So his mother was really, in my opinion, the villain because she was just being a bitch for no reason at all. Like
she was trying to get Witherspoon.
Craig touched the daddy.
So was he the villain or not?
But it was villains. It was more than one villain in that particular one. Whereas though next Friday, well, no, you had multiple villains. Because if you think about it, kind of, sort of. Well, I don't know if Baby D was a villain.
Yeah.
I know she was a villain. She just
I think between her and
Joker, the Joker brothers, Baby Joker. He was a villain.
No, the bigger Jokers weren't the villains. It was Baby Joker that was the villain. But also keep in mind, you see, there's a thread that runs through this. They were still trying to make sure their sister didn't do nothing crazy. And Ice Cube's character, Craig, he always plays the dude that's trying to
shoot my shot. You're trying to kill me because I'm trying to shoot my shot. Listen. In the vision of the director and the script, Baby Joker was the villain.
So no matter what, in your mind, Craig is always the hero.
No, how it was written. Those are the villains.
Think about what Craig does in all the movies, though.
Saying some shit. He might be the villain. The point is saying some shit. Staying in some shit. Nah, he be staying in some, each movie he was in some shit. First one,
always. And like it kind of always involve a woman though.
Right. It's always involving a woman. The first one was what you call it? Felicia.
No, technically, he had 2 women. And he had Jada Parker. Wait, what?
Huh? His girlfriend is a villain on a low too. You got the line, Craig. That was the first one.
J. Parker.
She was a villain on a low.
Her to death.
Yeah.
Paula J. Parker. Then the Nia Long girl, and then also Bye Felicia.
That was Nia Long's sister in the movie.
Yeah. So he technically had 3 villain women in the movie, but Craig always played a certain role.
Was Nia Long a villain? I don't think she was a villain. That was his spool thing. He wanted her.
But she defended Debo against with her sister, and her sister.
Because Debo was
she came over the house. She came over the house and kind of. You ain't never said that to me, and he thinking like, damn it, can I say it to you? I don't know. But then he was hot too, so he got fucked up on that shit.
Right. But here's the thing. And you know how real that situation is, though? Think about
it. Dead ass real.
Dead ass real. How many chicks out here got a sister that's fucking with a fucked up foul ass nigga, right? And that's just like I would be Nia Long in this situation because I swear to goodness, like you ain't get ready to play with my sister. Okay. And she got this one dude, the nigga that I done jumped out on the nigga and some more shit. So it's real. Wait, so I don't know if Nia Long was I don't know if her character was a bad guy. I'm gonna defend my sister. Nigga, your wrong. I will stab your big ass. Stop playing with me. No, that's not a villain. That's loyalty. And my sister low key.
Yeah, all right.
Low key, my sister, well, they never said that she was a crackhead, but they insinuated that she was a crackhead. Now I got 2 battles to fight. I gotta keep her crackhead ass from doing the stupid shit that she did. And then she out here fucking with your stupid ass, and you all big and fucking her up. Well, no, I'm not a villain. I'm a sister that loves my sister. And I do the same for my fucking brother too. Let her be strong. Yeah. Like, don't play.
Then be cool. Never let your sister extra borrow microwave.
My sister don't. My sister got money. But the point is
I'm talking about the movie situation. But
I know.
If your sister ever say
between me and her, my sister ain't no crackhead, and my sister got papers. She gets to the bed because she a leader, right?
Okay.
But
I was saying,
there's always a Debo type of nigga somewhere. Now, some of these niggas ain't built like Debo and don't know that they will get fucked up, but there's always a Debo type nigga somewhere. And sometimes you got hurt a nigga. But anyway.
We hit a certain level. I'm going to give love notes. You can do it because I want to re-up on my drink.
All right, I'm out to do the love notes, but listen, stop playing. Don't play. Speaking of that, my brother, because he did hop in here, but I didn't get a chance to show him love real quick. That's crazy. You said that because so he just made his little homeboy watch Chucky for the first time, and he was terrified. Yes. I wasn't terrified of that. It was it.
Look, it's child's play, baby. Child's play, baby.
Oh, fuck that little doll baby up. Don't play with me.
Everybody say that until you try to kick. No, I thought of it one time. In my head, I think I could beat Chucky, but then I'm like, no, what if I try to kick him and stab me in the leg? Chucky carry a knife.
You got the advantage. You got the height. That little nigga low. Stop. You know what I mean?
He has a knife. I prefer to just shoot.
I'm from the hood, nigga. We got guns. You don't bring no knife.
No, that's what you need to do. You can't go hands up with Chucky. He carries a butcher knife. You gotta shoot him.
I will shoot that little nigga. He gotta go. Go.
That's what you have to do. So don't think you're gonna do this. You pop out. Oh, no,
here's the thing. And why I think I'm gonna do that is because I do that with anybody. So yeah, I would do that with his little ass too. I fight anybody. Don't let this face fool you.
It's not cool to me. I'm just saying. But all right, cool. Love notes. I'm on the re-up.
I fight. So all right, go get your drink. Let me say this to y'all so y'all know. Don't let this face fool you. This girl crazy, and I fight anybody.
Hey,
you come at me crazy, let's believe the crazy coming out, and that's that. I ain't gonna brush that to the side, and ain't nobody brushing that to the side to say what I said. Now, let's get to these love notes real quick.
Drop it.
Yeah. So love notes, explanation. I used to call it just love.
Do I need to stick around for props or no?
Show notes, and then he said, "Don't you bring no props out. I ain't playing with you. Get out of here. Go get your drink. Go get your drink." Now I'm not playing with you, and I'm gonna bring my own props. I'm tired of your mess. He said it was the size of a composition notebook. It was not this thick. It wasn't. Because he tried to bring his props. We saw what Doc was trying to do. But it was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, it was about 10 pages, but you gotta think it was countries and cities on there, and I used to do countries and cities at the same time. Now I just do countries because the list keeps growing. But we came to a compromise. It's a little crazy stuff. We came to a compromise, and we decided to call it Love Notes, so that I wouldn't be saying it's not show notes, and he would let me have my love in there. So we came to our compromise, and now we call it Love Notes. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Libra. I do what the hell I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing it. So let me get that off the screen. Life of a Libra. Take it or leave it. I don't care. I'm gonna be who I am, regardless, and I love who I am. So that's that. But big love, and obviously these people that I'm about to go through this list on love me too, because they hear, they're faithful, they're loyal, they listen. They don't even know what I look like. They just listen. They just download a podcast, come through and be like, yeah, we rock with her. So I love them very much. Big shout out to anybody who's watching from YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. You didn't say anything, so I can't show you love like I'm about to show them love. So you should probably start doing that so I can show you love too. But these people here, they show me love most of the time, and some come back and repeat and do it again. So love notes, big love. Hold on, let me get that on the screen real quick. Big love, it's all love over here. Thank you for the love. Top 6, big shout out to you guys: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels and France. Big shout out to Paris. Oh, that made my day. Child, Paris, let's go. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Thank you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong. I see y'all till y'all came back. China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, babies. I love you too, boos. And last but not least, Ghana. Hi, babies. I appreciate you for being here, and I love you so much. Thank you for the love, man. A lot of these countries I've been noticing here lately, they've been doubling back. They've been doing a double back, and I love that for you. Today, I actually found out, because France, because I use multiple platforms to upload this podcast so that you can download the podcast, I got to go different places to look. And today, I found out specifically where my core base in France is, and it's Paris. And that is everything to me, because I'm supposed to be in Paris. I was supposed to be in Paris before I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant and I couldn't go. So that's big to me. I love it. Hi, Paris. And yeah, I was supposed to go over there with the artist that I was working with at the time. So yeah, but then I got pregnant, and they was like, "You can't go," and I was like, "Boo!" So yeah, hi, Paris. They've been over there several times since. So
it can always be in the future.
I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum, because you know what the beautiful part about that part is? Because I did have my baby. She's older now, and if I go over there, I can take her with me. That's not a beef. Oh, and something else I learned about myself. Let me say this real quick, because I get this a lot, and it's crazy. I am a Libra, right? Birth. That is, I was born September the 27th. Sometimes we say things, and sometimes people take it the wrong way because it seems harsh, but we're just brutally, for the most part, there's some liars in that mix. But this Libra is brutally honest, and she stands on which she stands on. I stand 10 toes down on anything I say. However I feel is how I feel. I will not change how I feel for just to please anybody. I'm not. I know y'all think we people pleasers. I am not. I'm not. I absolutely am not. I'm gonna speak my mind always. I'm gonna stand on the shit that I say. I'm not gonna back down, and I'm not gonna not say what it is that I feel. I spent many years doing that, and at 44, I refuse. So that's what it is. If somebody say, "Oh, you so no," what they told me was I was mean, and I'm like, I'm not mean. I'm just brutally honest. I speak my mind, and that's what it's gonna be, and I'm not gonna take it back, because that's how I feel, and how I feel is how I feel. I like honesty. I love loyalty. And so those things, you might take it one way, but that's how you took it. That's not my responsibility to make you take it any other kind of way. Sorry. So I am who I am. I'm not going to change who I am just because of what I do, or I'm not going to change who I am because you feel some kind of way about how I am. The people that really love me, they love me because I am how I am. Hell, I'm raising a 12-year-old. I know she be like, damn it, Mom. But she loves me to pieces because she know I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to be loyal to her, but I'm always going to be honest with her as well. So, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for nobody. And I'm not going to, though y'all, if y'all wanted that, y'all should have caught me in my 20s. My 40s is not. They should have caught me in my 20s. I was a little bit more gullible, a lot more submissive. I was a pick-me for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I was back then in my early 20s. That's how I got with my ex-husband. That's how I wound up marrying him, because it was like, pick me. You just wanna. I'm not that in my 40s.
Super serious. I don't ever see a pick me in you at all, though.
Because you didn't know me in my 20s.
Yeah, but you now, I'm like, well, there's a part that I think something probably.
When that.
I don't want to drift into a different conversation. It's still the tap in. I'm sorry.
No, that's a conversation we can have right now. When that shift came, it came after I met my ex-husband and I went through all the shit that I went through with him. But before then, it was pick me. I wanted somebody to pick me. I wanted somebody to love me, and I didn't understand what I was out here chasing. I ain't that now. So no, I don't need to be. I love being single right now. It's the life. It's fun. I'm fuck that. I'm cool with being single right now. I'm not a pick me, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not changing anything about me. Like it or love it, I am what I am, and you take it or you leave it. But I am that I am. So yeah, Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
We're about to do this final exam.
Yeah, if you're ready, I'm ready.
I don't know if I'm ready. I'm nervous.
Why? Yes, you doing you. I don't understand why you're nervous.
Because you usually do this. And now it's the opposite and it's the reverse. And I'm nervous.
Right, so exchange of power is not a bad thing if people are consenting and agree on it.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm just nervous because you do such a stellar job.
I just do my job. It's not stellar. I just do my job.
Excellent job. Shut up and let me give you your flowers. You do an excellent job. You hold it down. Sometimes you stump the hell out of me, and I'm over here, and I'm like, what the hell? How did I not get that? Sometimes I get angry. Like, what was that? It's a couple of times you done did that to me. So now I have to do the job, and I'm nervous. So I'm gonna put the first one on the screen. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, before we start, let me ask and give me a fair and honest answer.
Okay.
What is the value that you put into it? Were you like, oh, it's my time to do this, or nah, I'm trying to make sure he loses? Be fair.
It was more, it's my turn to do this, and I'm not. Of course, I always want to win, but but it wasn't. When I put it together, it wasn't. Well, one is the year was 1999. And then you really, like, I had to sit down and do some digging on who I was going. It was a lot that I had to put into this one, because I was like, I got to figure out who is going to be the person. And then I had to.
Look, you give me too much information because I'm already calculating what you're saying.
I had to omit certain things because if I gave it up the way, then you would know. I already feel like you're gonna win this, but
we'll see.
I tried.
Okay.
So,
look, I tried. Nothing beats a fail but a try.
Yeah, I tried, and who knows? The next time I have to do this again, maybe I'll be better at it. But I'm gonna go with my first clue. I'll go with my first clue. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm scared. Okay. First, I'm scared.
At 15, he dropped out of high school and began using narcotics, but still focused on making music. Okay, good one. Very broad. I don't know who dropped out of high school at 15. I don't know who did drugs at this young age. It doesn't give me a region that we're in. I just know the year. So, all right. I put a person in my head already though, but I'm gonna see how it's gonna go.
All right, let me put this back on the screen. So this is the first clue. Let me put it back for the people who, in the back. We encourage crowd participation as well. You can beat Doc. You can try to knock me off my pedestal. Nobody has yet though, because the champ is here. Next clue, you ready?
Music. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here go the next one. So let me read it for the audience. This artist claimed to have left the label over financial dispute with the owners, which caused controversy at the time.
1999. Oh, I'm gonna do what y'all don't do, which I wish y'all would do. Is I'm talking.
And when that happened, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna just be nice and give this up. When that happened, it was not in 1999, but so 1999 is about to come in.
Well, their album came out in 1999.
I got more clues. I can't tell you that. I got more clues. It's some 1999.
All right. For future reference, when you give me a year, I make sure an album that had came out in that year, and I make sure at least one.
And trust me, we're not finished. We got two.
Okay. All right, so they dropped out of high school at 15, and they started doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely broad. Then the artist claimed to have left the label over financial disputes with the owners. So it's somebody that had a dispute with the label that they were on with the owners, which caused a controversy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The only controversy I could perceive is the person that was the artist compared to the label, but I don't know if there was more people in the controversy. So this is clue number 2. You're doing good because this is still so broadband to me. There's no way I can narrow it down. I have a bunch of people in my head. I have at least 1, 2, 3 people in my head right now.
Okay. You ready for number 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. This
artist was also part of a collective which released an album in July 1999 and reached number 5 on the Billboard 200 charts. 1999, number 5 on the. Who was popular in 1999? All right, let me think about my life.
And listen to
5.
The artist was a part of a collective, so it wasn't just that artist.
Part of a collective, 1999. The first 2 clues just make me understand they was rapping way younger than I probably knew them at the time. They had a dispute with the label. Only big disputes with the labels that made it to the magazines that I used to read at the time. And I'm assuming this person from the Northeast somewhere then, because that plays a part in the way the dynamic me and you work a little bit.
I'm not telling.
Oh, look, all right, cool. Distractions, whatever.
I'm not telling.
But all right, the artist was also part of a collective which released an album in July of 1999. Where was I in 1999? Collective. Billboard. Number 5 on Billboard 200.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one.
You ready for the next clue?
Yes, Kat.
All right.
December 29, the artist released their 10th studio. Oh, so they was still that's 2009. Included a hit single which featured longtime friend and reached number 70 on the U.S. and R&B charts. Longtime R&B charts. That throws me for an interesting loop a little bit. Longtime friend. So it's a rap artist, I'm assuming, that has an R&B friend that they release a song.
It's gonna blow your mind once I do let the cat out the bag. I left the one that would probably give it away for last though.
Okay, well you doing good because I'm to number 4. and your clues were vague enough that I'm like still like I can't angle this one down because now I'm thinking like, what rapper would do a song with an R&B friend?
And let me say this, I will, because you've given me hints before. The song reached the R&B charts, but I didn't say that the person that they worked with was an R&B artist.
December 2009, this artist released their 10th studio album, so they've been making music for a long time. Mm-hmm. It included a hit single, which featured a long-time friend, mm-hmm. and reached number 70 on the U.S. R&B charts. Featured all right, so the long-time friend is not an R&B artist.
Nope.
Because I don't think he dropped out and did drugs, because he actually had a decent career. I'm gonna give you fair shots, and you don't got to make faces. Just hear what I'm saying. One part of me put Cameron into this, but I don't think Cameron did drugs. So Cameron actually had a deal being a model. Who's the other person I thought about? I thought about we have time. Start from the beginning because I'm gonna tell you everybody I thought about.
I'm gonna go back through all of them. So let me go through the ones that I've already done so far.
Okay.
Before I ever go to number 5. Yes. So the first one is at 15, he dropped out of high school and began using narcotics, but also focused on making music.
Okay. So the first thing that kind of popped off to me about a rap artist that I know that talks about dropping out of high school, let alone Joe Budden's talk about dropping out of high school a lot.
Stop thinking over here. Stop thinking up top. Stop thinking it don't have nothing to do with where.
Don't give me extra hints though. I'm still trying to figure it out though.
My region, none of that. Stop thinking that. Because that's where you're going wrong. That's where you're going wrong.
Well, all right, cool. Thank you.
Second clear. Second clear.
The
artist claimed to have left the label over a financial dispute with owner.
Oh, I think I got it now. What's the next one again?
Controversy at the time.
Okay.
You want me to keep?
You shifted me because you gave me a little bit extra hint. Thank you. But
you're welcome.
I'm more down south now. I'm New Orleans. I'm thinking BG Juvie.
Say that again.
I'm thinking BG and Juvie.
You gotta take one of them off. You gotta take one of them off. Which one you think?
All right. The artist was also part of the collective.
Which one is it? Which one you?
1999. All right. Number 5. 1999 is Juvie. You gotta be Juvie. What's the next one?
December of 2009, this artist released their 10th studio album. Ooh. It included a hit single which featured a longtime friend and reached number 70 on the U.S. R&B charts.
Oh, yeah. All right, so this question is a great question because it throws me off. Because I assume the longtime friend is an R&B singer, but if the longtime friend is an R&B singer, then I'm like, who made a song with a longtime friend? I shifted to New Orleans though, because that's the people that would make the most sense.
So you ready for the last one?
Yes.
Or are you guessing? Which one is it? Because you said Juvie already, but I'm telling you it's not Juvie.
Well, I said BG and nigga. Well, look, no limit niggas. There's no. Look, it better be fucking Silk Shocker. I'll say that much.
It ain't no.
I'll be mad at you.
You know, I don't even like.
Who wants to play? Hey, put him next to the Shocker.
I don't even like that nigga. Come on. Anyway, last one.
Yes, man.
All right.
Dropped this album under his label. And Universal Records 1999. The album included the hit song, which further popularized the hip hop slang and defined cultures. Love Lil Wayne, Bling Bling.
No,
but even though that was,
it's not Lil Wayne. You ready? You ready?
Yes.
You said his name already.
BG. I was in the realm though. I was in the realm.
You were. You said it. This is crazy.
You did a great job though.
Half a point, and I should get a half a point only because you said it, but you kept second guessing yourself.
Well, because you great, good questions for me. Good questions for me. The only thing I'm gonna say is they were extremely. It's like when you keep saying, if we don't know these people's real names, why you keep putting them? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna put their real names no more.
Real thing is, I had to exclude the songs because if I put the songs on,
yes, that's true.
You didn't know exactly who it was. And the point is, you're supposed to guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, I couldn't.
So you're right.
And all of the things that I put up, except for the age thing when he was 15, had something to do with a song. So I couldn't do that because it would be way too easy and you would totally guess it. And you're the professor and I'm the student and I refuse.
So, do you understand how hard this is?
It's hard for me every time I gotta try to figure this shit out.
But
now you understand how hard it is. Not me. It's hard already when I'm the opposite end.
Due respect, you won. Kat Lee, she won. She AU Big Purr, she won. And then if I shoot myself any balance, I was in. Look, I didn't hit the bullseye. I was in the range though.
Yeah, you just kept.
You did it right though. You did it right for me.
But I couldn't put a song in it because it's you that I'm talking to.
But no, you did it right. I said the person's name though, but I was like, there's an angle about it that I couldn't get the other part, and I'm like, wait.
And then you kept trying to go to like the only people I listen to, people from up north, up top. That's not true. I need you to stop doing that. The only people I don't only listen to people from up top. I listen for people from the West Coast. I listen to people from the South. So it don't necessarily have to be somebody up top. You feel me? But you kept going back up top. I'm like, that's because you think I only listen to people up top. I listen to people all over the world. Shit, hell, I listen to people in Britain. I listen to British rappers. So that's not true. I also listen to French rappers too, if they nice. And a few German. I'm diverse. I keep trying to explain that to you, but for some strange reason, you keep thinking I'm biased or some shit just because my DJ play a lot of up north hip hop. That's my DJ.
Look, no, you can put it on me. Don't put it on Rukazy. Salute to DJ Rukazy.
Oh no, I love him. I got mad love for him. I don't got no beef with him. My problem is that you think that I only fuck with up top, and that's not true. That's not true.
Wait, so
if anybody got a bias, it's you. Your bias is towards people that live on this side of the region of the United States, and you think that all we listen to is that. I live on the Mason-Dixon line. I listen to everything. I literally live on the Mason-Dixon line. That means I'm part north or part
35th parallel.
You feel me?
But so, I've been around enough people. I know generally the internet changed a lot of stuff. Generally, before that, people have originals of music they listen to compared to the way I would listen to everything. And then when the internet came about, I started to listen to everything.
But this is the thing. I come from a military-minded family. I just told you I was born on a military base. They've been everywhere in the world. They brought shit back to me. My family still live in North Carolina. My grandmother still live in North Carolina. My aunts and uncles still live in North Carolina. So that means nothing in the ear of the beholder. You feel me? Like, just because I'm where I'm at doesn't mean that I only, you know what I mean? Like, that's not true. That's not true. Even with Casey, even with him. Even with him, I had somebody come to me and say something to me about the mixes that they have heard thus far, and they said the same thing. Well, he played a lot of New York, and I'm like, you obviously don't listen, and you only get 30 minutes of the mix. Because
I can even say no. If you hear DJ Rukazy whole set, he does play a lot more stuff.
He does, but because I only have a half an hour to play on the show, because then I have to still have conversations and all of that. you don't hear the full mix. But tune into the radio station and you will hear the full mix. I'm gonna put that up before I get out of here.
ENT 24/7 on ambitiously.com.
It's urban, baby. Oh, sorry.
Hey,
it's urban, baby. But yeah, like, you know, that's the assumption. But I even had to tell that person, like, you only hear 30 minutes of what I play. And it's an hour long, sometimes an hour and 20 minutes long mix. You don't know what's on there. So stop assuming shit. Also, we're not here for like a couple of weeks. We've been doing this for 3 going on 4 years now. Rukazi officially will be with me for a year on doing this, what we doing now. Not far from now, right? We have time. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. So they say.
True.
So they say. So be patient. We not done. We got more shit that we gotta do, and so much music, and like, you don't know where we going with it. This is the beginning. Put it like that. So yeah, but nah, that's where you was going wrong. You kept thinking about me and Up North because I love Chip Tooth and I love Wu-Tang.
Yes. And I'm like,
because I love Wu-Tang.
Figure out something that she can know about way more than I do.
But North Carolina, isn't that technically the South?
Technically.
He is from North Carolina. Queen is from England. Like, listen, I listen to everything.
From the South, it's a different thing.
I listen to everything. I live on the Mason-Dixon line. I am from the South.
But that becomes
from the North.
Thing about people that live way below the Mason-Dixon. To us, it becomes an extremely different thing.
But I don't live way below. On the line.
I think I told you this story. To me, the divide line between being Southern and being Northern, technically to me, is Virginia.
That's what everybody said.
It really is, because them dudes or them girls, they'll act so Southern, but they like a bunch of up north stuff. Technically, you kind of like that too. Like, you talk about a lot of New York stuff, but
listen, I got cousins that live in Virginia and were raised in Virginia. I got my grandma. Let me say this: my grandmother had 13 children. You think all 13 of them children still live in North Carolina and their offspring still live in North? We are all over here. We are all over the globe.
Gang.
All over the globe. And then on my biological father's side, they from Texas. Austin, Texas. I'm diverse. I'm not what you think I am.
I'm not trying to put you in a box or anything. I'm just saying.
Not you, just people per se, because people do that to me a lot. It's not just you. It's just like, oh, okay, so you from Baltimore, so you listen. People think I like club music. I don't even like club music, and I'm from Baltimore.
It's based upon what you want to rep.
I rep my city all day. That don't mean I like club music. My ears want to rep good music.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you say anything about club music. And it's also, I got a homeboy from DC, and he like, I don't like the bongo shit. And I'm like, interesting. But I would assume you would. But if you don't, you don't.
I don't. You ain't gonna find Cat in no clubs popping off to no club music. You're not going. Well, you ain't gonna find Cat in clubs. Period.
Hey,
I'm a homebody. Cat don't do clubs. Cat don't do clubs. First of all, I'm not getting all cute to be all sweaty. Sorry, I just don't do that.
Look, nice dinner. Go out. Maybe do a little walk.
And I don't want to see the same people every fucking weekend. I don't. And that's generally what you get when you go to a club. I got my reasons, but Cat don't go to clubs. Maybe a little lounge or something.
Dinner, a walk, maybe a show,
a museum. But you ain't gonna find Cat in no clubs.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, nice museum. I say nice museum.
A museum,
nice dinner, walk.
I like
museum.
I like walks. I don't do movie theaters because I'm not fucking 13. But it's things that we could do that don't require us being in no fucking club. Y'all don't do clubs. I'm not correct. I'm not that girl. But anyway. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I was so nervous. I can't believe it.
Hey, you big purr.
I was nervous.
The champ is here.
The
champ is here.
Like, I gotta do a doctor.
You beat me.
I can't believe this. I'm just shocked. Let me say some of the things I gotta say. Oh my gosh, I'm just, oh child, this was not ready. Oh, I gotta fan myself again. I wasn't ready. Join the conversation, drop a comment, call in or text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can ask me to drop the link. Just be on your best behavior because I don't want to have to cut you out. And it's after the time, so I can cut you out now. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
If you would like to come on this show, hit us up, contact at Ambitiously ENT. Whatever sponsorships you want to drop your freestyle. A few people have dropped some things. I got some new videos coming up in the near future. But yeah, whatever it is, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. I'm so used to saying the other one. I still use that one too, though, by the way. If I play a video, if I play a video, I have permission to play it by the artist whose video it is. I got new videos coming very soon. I'm doing a Thorough Thursday this Thursday, by the way. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription we can
like
get.
Button.
Please. And if you do it, then I can shout you out and be like, thank you for doing that. Thanks. But you got to hit the button so I can know that you did it first. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Yeah. Join our community. We're trying to build it up real quick. We're trying to build it up so we can really do some things over there. Our coffee community, coffee.com, Ambitiously ENT. Anything that has anything to do with what we got going on at Ambitiously Entertainment is an Ambitiously ENT. Look for that. Even on Google, you can find us. You can Google search us, and we do have a Google profile. It's Ambitiously ENT. Big shout out to our DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ. You want to hear his full mixes? Go to the radio station, shorty. Because the actual full mixes is on or are playing on there. And you can stop saying he only play New York. He don't. He play a variety of things. So shout out.
Did not say that.
People say that. I've talked to people and
Me and my brother were driving across country. He played Outkast Elevators, and it was so emotional to me because me and my brother, we used to lay on my bedroom floor listening to that. He played it, and keep in mind, had no connection to it.
He still remember the fact that you said that you and your brother was driving from Cali to Georgia.
No jokes.
Yeah, he still talks about that to this day. No
it's
bullshit.
Real. I'm not lying.
No bullshit. He still talk about this to the day. He like, you know what? I remember when Doc said.
I'm not lying. It really happened.
Yeah, it really happened.
Plan on nothing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I even told you, hey, I don't know if I can tune into the Friday show because I'm gonna be moving. Blah 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 blah.
Be driving. You told me all of that. I remember that. They vividly. You said I'm gonna be driving, so I don't know. And I was like, well, it's all good. You know what I mean? Like whatever. And y'all still tuned in anyway. And yeah, so Doc is proof that Rucate plays more.
Messed up for you. Technically, we was driving right past like Austin, Texas, and you just brought up Austin, Texas. But anyway, it's unimportant.
I don't be down there. Listen, I said my family's from there. I didn't say whatever.
You know what it is.
Let me start out before
Most
I get in
people don't
trouble.
even know what it is.
Stop getting me in trouble. Because you about to get me in trouble. I was about to say some stuff, whatever. Anyway, let me know how y'all feel about these mixes. We would like to know how you feel about these mixes. We would love to know how you feel about these mixes. He always asks me at the end of it usually be on a Saturday, but he always hit me up like, so what they were saying, how do they feel? I'm gonna go watch the replay so I can find out. And then you know what I mean? So always let me know so I can relay the message. And then that is what it is. That's my dude right there. I got mad love for that guy. He holds it down for this podcast, and so I'm always hold him down. And he hold it down for the radio station now too. So I'm gonna always hold him down. Worldwide Cat the Champ. Boop, 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 boop. The champ is here. Boop, 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 boop. The champ is here. I'm sorry. I don't want to be all boastful. I apologize. Let me humble myself. I gotta humble myself. Humility is a wonderful thing. Top Flight. I didn't hit the target. Got close. You was close as hell. I promise you was so close. It's like, oh, that's why I was like, you gotta pick one. You so close. Which one? Which one?
I picked the wrong
But
one.
anyway,
Hey,
yeah, you was close though. I was trying to, but I couldn't give it away. So you close. Pick one. So anyway, you were real close. You were real close. So I have some things I gotta say before I get up out of here. First things first, mind your business. Mind your business. This is a safer way to be out here in this world. It's dangerous, and especially when you mind people's business, it get real dangerous. Except for on Media Mondays, where I tell you everybody's business because I'm nosy. I'm so nosy, and I like when y'all be nosy with me. I'm nosy. Tap in. Sometimes we tap into some other things that go with the story, but we still nosy. And then on Wet and Wild,
Cat doesn't say in her lane.
My lane is nosy. My lane is nosy. And then on Wet and Wired Wednesdays, we've been way more wired than wet lately. I have some puzzle pieces that I have put together, and I didn't get to do it last Wednesday because the power was out, but I have not forgot. And so we're making up for it this Wednesday because and once I explain it, and if you paid attention to the last few Wednesdays where we've gone through the Diddy dockets, it's all gonna make sense, baby, when I put it together. And I didn't go outside. I just went off the dockets and and some hearsay and some people who are actually on the same, but it all goes together. And watch me tell you, and it's gonna blow your mind. Like, what? Trust me. So tune in tomorrow night. But you know, what why you Wednesdays been nosy too. But other than that, mind your business. That's the safest way to do it. Just mind your business. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, tell your babies that they are hold on, the goats. They are the greatest of all times. Tell them babies that they need that encouragement. Y'all want them to go out there and get straight A's and all this good stuff, but they can't do that if you're not back there encouraging them. That's why I tell my baby all the time, and that's why she's an honor roll student. You better listen. You better know. The love is what makes them successful. It really is. But anyway, if they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, freaking commentator, or whatever the hell else they do at NASCAR. I don't know. I've never worked there. They just drive really fast. That's what I do now. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, freaking secretary, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. I've never worked there either, but they my peoples because they deal with space. I like them. I like the sky. So, yeah, I rocks with them. Stay in your lane. Hold on. We gotta get this right. Because you need to, sometimes people be jumping in my lane for no apparent reason. Like, no apparent reason. You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I tell you. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. You jump in my lane, you're getting her. I promise you are. Hold on. Gotta do that again. Hold on. Because I ain't do that right. I see her. She working, but we won't do her right. Because we got to get that out of our system real quick. We got to get all that. You jump in my lane, you get her. What usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. Who the fuck needs that? You really want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly, or at least her. You big purr. You big purr. You want her. Cat is purring. She's a happy girl. You want
merch?
Me to purr.
Was the merch dropping?
January 27th. You big purr.
You big purr.
On the website. That's where you could get it. That's where it's going to be available. You big purr. It's coming. And last but not least, don't worry about the small, minute battles. Some people you just got just shoot them off. Shoot, get out of here. And be like, fuck it, you won this little bullshit ass small ass battle, but bitch, you will not win the war. You will not have the ultimate victory. You will not. And Mobb Deep tell y'all all the time, it's a war going on outside, and ain't no man safe from it. I'm not going to do the whole song tonight.
He did the other night, but okay.
I want to, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not. But at the end of the day, the message is don't worry about them bullshit battles. Worried about the fucking war. It's crazy out there. We are fighting wars every day in this world. Worry about the war, not the battles. Doc, thank you as usual, baby.
Thank you for having me on. I greatly appreciate it. You won. Hey, you big
my Brazilian man, not my Brazilian man. My professor.
What was the other one?
Huh?
It was not a Brazilian man. It was, professor.
My Brazilian man, not my Brazilian man. My professor, not
you
my
me, though.
Huh?
You checked me today on the professor tip.
You still a professor? Professors get shit wrong too. You still my professor? You still my professor? You still my professor? Huh?
I'm being humble. Okay, don't
be humble. You still my professor.
All right.
Fuck them. I said. Shit. Don't do that. You my professor. Now you're not my Italian man. You my Brazilian man. That's not Brazilian. Listen. I don't have time for them and them figuring it out. I done said what I said. He is not Brazilian, but he's my Brazilian man. It's an inside joke. He is not a professor, but he's my professor. He know why, because he be holding it down on the final exam. I might be like, I'm not a professor. I'm like the professor's assistant at this point.
You a student aide.
Yeah, like because I just did that myself. Like it's almost like I taught the class a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm
talking the class a little bit. What the fuck?
Taught the class a little bit, but whatever. But thank you, baby, for coming through here as usual. It was fun. It was funny.
Thank you for having me.
We had our moments. So.
No. All jokes aside, I know you about to end the show, but no, you did give me hard questions. I had to fill in a lot of gaps. You did give me little extras with Angle Me. The only thing, I'm being humble though. Mm-hmm. I did say the name of the artist that you had.
You did.
But I didn't target. But see, that's the thing I always want from you. At least talk about what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, I want all my clues.
No, you gotta look. You gotta shoot your shot, shoot it in the dark. You may hit something at one point in time, but all right.
I think the last time I was wrong, but then I came back with the Clips one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, hold up. It sounds familiar. So it is.
You sound familiar.
Sound familiar. But yeah, I was scared tonight to give you this final exam, but it was fun to kind of flip the script a little bit. So you know, it is what it is. I'm still the champ.
Hold your championship. I gotta update the points. All
right, yeah. Before we get out of here, Doc gonna update the points real quick. I can't believe it. I was so nervous. Like, oh my gosh, we flipping the script. But I tried to make it good, and I omitted songs. Because if I would have gave the songs, then you would have already knew.
That's only you call me on. We'll talk about this later. But no, you kept it extremely big. I'm like, I can't pin this down, but I already had people in my head. And yes, I was hanging on to she Molly being some East Coast stuff.
Like, especially with that last one, because if I would have put the song, because the song is what is actually in the dictionary right now, bling bling. You would have knew.
But I said that though. But then I'm like, well, bling bling. I said Wayne, but I know it's not a Wayne song.
Right.
But anyway.
But it's in the dictionary
now. Good. Huh?
I said, but it's in the dictionary now. So
yeah. Webster. So unabridged. Well, no, it's abridged. But anyway.
So anyway, but thank you for coming through, babe. Did you put the score up before we get out of here? You said you were gonna put the score up. You put the score up? No.
Oh no, not yet. I got me putting the score, but I gotta do a little extra.
And I gotta position myself anyway. But yeah, man. I was really nervous about this one because I'm like, oh my gosh, usually he does it. So I was nervous.
You had time to prepare and hold on, there's something. If you want me to put the score up, give me a second real quick.
Even with time, I was still nervous, like, oh my gosh, because Doc usually do this. I don't do this. So it was still nerve-wracking.
But it's only funny because I'm hoping you understand the value it takes. And then you had an advantage to do it extremely hard for me, but you have to admit so much stuff. I have to include certain things because I'm like,
Right.
I thought the things I was including would be normal, but apparently it wasn't. Hold on, where I gotta go. Boom. Hold on. Give me
And
a
let me
second.
just say that also, as much time as you think I have, I don't have that time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of behind the scenes things that y'all don't know that I'm back here doing. So I really didn't have time. I'm having business meetings, and then 3 days out of the week, I didn't have power, so I didn't really have time. You know what I'm saying? True. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna try to put this together, and hopefully I do a good job. But I really didn't have time. I'm busy.
You were technically killing everybody right now, by the way.
Working on marketing, business plans, and I don't really have that kind of time. Merchandise, I'm working on that too. Website, I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff, so I really don't have the time. But I'm not gonna. I did okay.
No, you did great. And look, you did great. It was angling up that I couldn't focus down. I got close.
Yeah, I just kept
but I couldn't focus down. That's how good you get me. But
but I was like, I can't put the songs in. That was the whole thing. I can't put the songs in there because if I put the songs in there, he won this thing already. Not with the first question, but
I guess what I'm trying to say is, and then all right. So future, if we still have time to say it, I'm about to put the score up right now because I'm trying to angle. But if I would say this, the questions need to have a gradient. It's almost like all your beginning questions were still like the first question. It didn't give me enough information that I could angle. It should go in a gradient where, yes, the first question was awesome. It's like, wait, who?
He went to prison for then you know, it's only been so much you could get from this particular artist because remember he spent a lot of time in prison.
And it could have been why he went to prison, or
you would have known.
The thing I would do to y'all, the thing I learned about y'all, the thing I would do to y'all is I will give a lyric of a song, which would be easy for me. But if y'all know the artist, and you can pick the most randomest song lyric, and it was like, wait, he knows the B-side?
We talking about you. I could have put any lyric when it comes to that particular, and you would have known. It ain't like they have the most philosophical lyrics in the world. You would have known.
There you go.
You would have known. I'm still the champ.
But still the champ. That's the balance of what I was trying to say. That I realized, all right, y'all don't really know these artists' real names. If anything, if y'all claim I know a song, I'm gonna put one of not the most popular song, but like a third most popular song that I know a lot of people would know. And I would remember I put the lyrics to who's that chick? Memphis Bleak.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one. I knew that.
But that's funny.
I knew that one. I knew that one firsthand and personally because I got my own story behind that too. But nah, you couldn't give me nothing with that dude, and I ain't know that. So I got a personal
OG
history with that one. So no.
So you have OG broke the double digits, by the way. So you still a winner on that. You a double champ. You won, and you broke the double digits. The only thing funny, if you added up 16, we've done this 17 times already.
Yeah. Is it 17?
Yeah, if you added the points up.
I got 10, you got 6. That's 16. You got, well, technically, Summer Knox ain't.
I'm doing bad math. My bad.
In my
head, I'm thinking about what you said.
Because Summer Knox points aren't really technically from him winning. So I give like 3 of them to him.
Well, in my head, I was doing the math. I omitted certain things because you told me, or you know, I'm gonna
say we did this 20 times thus far.
Okay, I'll let you rock with it. But
only because I'm in
my head, because I know what I needed to omit. But that's why I said 17 because there was a. But
then sis won
the show.
17. we gonna do the math. All right, y'all. We gotta get out of here. I gotta go do my mommy thing. Good thing is my kid don't have to be to school until she's 2 hours late tomorrow, maybe out tomorrow. So I'm out of here. It's no real bad in Baltimore, but I'm out of here. I gotta go. Huh?
We actually got a weather alert. It's supposed to be freezing. It's gonna get down to 30 degrees or 31 degrees tonight for us now.
We in the teens
there's
right
a storm
now.
coming.
Baby, we in the teens right now. We just had a snow. We got 5 inches of snow. We got about 4 or 5 more coming on Friday.
Well, they told us we have a freeze warning now. It's only get to 31, and so they telling us all the warnings now.
Y'all lucky. That's warm.
Well, yeah,
we're in the teens right now. Like the teens. I'm talking about the weather right now is like 15 degrees outside. Yeah, y'all, that's warm. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get out of here. I love y'all. Stay safe. Thank you, Doc. Love you.
Thank you.
Big shout out to anybody who paid attention and watched the show this evening. Big shout out to Rock because he did come through. We saw you, boo. And good night, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Oh,